can, and then you would have to change it. Correct. It doesn't know because this size scale is set to like a 1:2:2:1 ratio. It doesn't know what else to do because it's an odd number, in a sense. But it tries, and then you can say, oh no, this is really,
So
this
you
one
can
is
always
really
manually
8, and this
change
one
it.
is really 13. Yeah, you could go in and change it in the grid itself, in the
You
ordered
should
quantity.
not, but yeah.
You should not. Yes, I mean unless they're breaking some
No,
case
if it was a closeout and you had
Yes.
a physical inventory.
Correct, correct. You are correct. And it's a closeout, yes. So in a sense, now if I enter a quantity here, I'll put 100, right? See what I did? And then here's the price. Now I guess every customer pays their own price, so just type in whatever it is, $12.50, whatever, the price they're paying. We're good with that, right? The price on the order. Yes?
Yeah, what's FC price?
Don't worry about it. Foreign currency.
Oh,
You can't even type it. It's disabled. Unless you set up foreign currencies and so forth. Like I said, I'll be here for a week. So if I put in 100 pieces and I put they're $10 a piece, when I hit drop line, it's going to give me a message. It's going to say, I am breaking the case pack. You sure you want to do that? 100 is not divisible by 48. You should not do that because then you're messing inventory in a sense, unless again it's that closeout business. If you say yes, it'll allow you to go through, but you're breaking a case pack. Make sense? Okay, it will warn you. So I'll say, oh, I made a mistake. It really should be 96 pieces. Good? And I hit 10 and I hit drop line and it drops the first line to the bottom. That's it. Pretty much that's order entry. This entire area here, completely ignore it. You don't even need to use it. You see this little button here? You can even hit that and hide it just to see more lines as you're dropping the line. So next I can go up, so that's line number 1. I'm still on store number 1. I can go here.
I'm sorry, can you unhide it for a second? I just want to ask you something in there. So this attach kit, what is that? Can you actually attach the purchase order here?
No. It's a kit system.
Oh,
It's if
something
you're building,
It's something
it's
else.
businesses who build an item and it
But
has
we cannot
component
attach
items.
a document to this, right?
Yes, you can.
Where is
It's
that?
on the header.
I forgot,
On the header.
I forgot.
On the
Yeah.
first screen.
Okay.
On the first screen has attach whatever you want. Like an actual scanned copy of the hard order, you can attach it in.
You can attach it.
Sure. Yeah.
Now, and you don't have any space issues, right?
No
You can
space
just
issues
have
at
it.
all. No.
Okay,
Just
so-
have it stored
So
in a
going forward, instead of like
Mm.
having, like looking for a purchase order, where the purchase order go, we could just attach it there. Like
The only thing is that what you need to do is do you guys have like a shared drive or something that you use here? F drive, S
Yeah,
drive, right?
Yeah.
On those drives, you should start creating shared folders, orders, shipments, POs, so that everyone shares that information. It's in a centralized area. So when you create the link, at least everyone has access to that link. If
Okay.
if
So
you're
basically, you're saying you have to have that attachment linked to a shared drive.
Yes.
Okay, got it. No
because
problem.
if she attaches it from her computer and she tries to open it, she doesn't have access to it.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's store 1. So after you drop the line, I can come back here and type another style, PW, and I'm still in store 1 if you notice, 5424. They wanted 48 pieces, and they wanted at $12. And there's my breakdown. I hit drop line, and that's line number 2. Got it? Right? And I just continue. Now, I could switch a store and enter store number 2 on their styles. This is a little different than what you're used to. I hope you're understanding this, right?
How come on the drop line on the bottom we're not seeing the pieces or the?
It's there. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now, just remember you have this feature to customize the grids. So if in any grid, which is like an Excel grid here, once you hit this and you have this customized feature, please make sure who is not here, they know these things because then it'll drive people crazy. I don't know, like this is just generic stuff everyone should know. When you hit customize, I could say, hey, I always want to see quantity ordered, highlight it and move it to the front. Move it after color description. Also move my price up there. Move it after quantity order because I want to see it all the time. Hit apply and notice now it's here. Now it only saves this setting under your username. So someone else could do their own setting. Got it? So you can have, if you're more interested in case pack, you can move case pack to the front, whatever you want. So down here you have line, store, warehouse, quantity, price, and so forth. Okay? If you need to edit a line, just click on the line and notice the line comes up in edit mode. And I can say, oh, I made a mistake. This is really $13 and redrop the line. It overwrites the line. See? And it puts you back into an add new state because I'm adding a third line.
So now you can duplicate this purchase order with another purchase. I mean, the same items for another purchase
For
order.
other stores.
For other
Stores,
stores, yeah,
yes, right? So now so I'll show you something. So I'll show you the manual way, then I'll show you the nice tool we have.
Okay.
I could choose store number 2, which is this store, and I could say, hey, they also want PW, and I can just do manual entry. It doesn't matter, right? SDK, black, they want, I don't know, 300, whatever, it doesn't matter.
What is?
Are you currently editing?
No, I'm adding. I just add new. See? I'm adding another line. I just
And-
changed the store.
Oh, you just changed the store. Okay, so
Did I lose you guys?
so within the order, so
No.
that is store number 1, that is store number 2. I
Correct.
get that.
You can enter multiple stores on one order. Maybe that's a little new to you. I don't know.
Yeah, that's new.
That's
Yeah.
new, right?
Yeah, that's
You do. If you have an order for 10 stores, you do not have to enter 10 orders. One order can handle multiple stores. When
But I think it could be
when you-
confusing for them.
no, you should do this because
We used to be able to duplicate.
When-
QuickBooks does it.
yeah, but it's different.
Used to do
Yeah,
that.
It's
but,
a little bit, it's easier.
but when you allocate
Yeah, memorize.
Yes.
Yeah.
when you allocate these multi-store orders, that's when you will get a pick ticket for every ship to. It knows to do that automatically. So if you have 10 stores here, one order, 10 stores, and then you allocate this order, you will get 10 pick tickets. Store number 1, and here's what they want. Store. Of course, this is. Listen, our system runs. Our biggest client ships $1 billion, so the system handles everything you can think
So,
about.
I'm sorry, cause right now you're just
Yeah.
doing one style per store.
I could do,
If you
but
had 3 styles for one store, how do you replicate that
Just
for
there.
all the other stores and so?
okay. So I entered this style here, right? It doesn't matter. You can enter the order in any manner you want, right? So say I go to store 3 now, correct? Right? And I enter PW whatever 5400. I come here and I put 48 pieces at $11, and I could drop line. Okay, so that's my store number 4, right? Store number 3 got that value, right? I could also you see how it puts you back directly here because it says, okay, I want to enter another style. PW 54 whatever, right? 5424. I'm still on store 3 as you noticed. They want 96 pieces at $10 drop line. That's going to be my 5th line for the same store. Did I hit drop line?
Yeah.
There. Got it? So I'm just duplicating the different styles on that same store.
Well, what if I
This
have?
is the manual way,
What
right?
if I have, like, store number 1 has 3 styles, and I wanna make it the same order for store number 10?
I think that's the second.
That-
He's
I'm
gonna
gonna show you that
tool.
next.
He's gonna show you tool. He's showing the
I'm
manual
showing
method.
the manual way because if I show
He's
you
showing
if I
the
show
manual
you
method for that.
if I show you the easy way, you'll never know like what's going on
So
behind the
basically,
scenes.
after if you drop the line, even if you
Correct.
change that to another store and you drop the line, it'll get allocated to the other store, and that's the
Yes.
manual way for doing
Yes,
this.
correct. So this manual you can enter store, quantity, price, drop as much as you want, right? Now I have 2 lines for store 1 line for store 2, and 2 for store 3. When I allocate this order, I will get 3 pick tickets. This one will be combined, this one on its own, and this one will be combined. It knows to do that. That's by default, because that's how everyone ships. Now, say you have store number 1, right? Store number 1, and you enter, this store had 10 styles, like you were asking me just now, right? So all you have to do now is fully enter store number 1, and after you're done with store number 1, you click on the store number 1 line, got it? And you see this button here? If I hover over it, it's going to tell you mass distro. I click on that, and it's a distro tool to copy these styles onto all these stores in one shot.
That's nice.
I know, it's very nice. But just keep in mind, you always have to remember this, that this stuff will go away when EDI kicks in. Order entry completely goes away for EDI. Just remember that. This will come, EDI will come in and all this will
But
be entered.
you'll still have a bulk.
The bulk, yes, the bulk will be entered, but the bulk is not a store distro in a sense. The EDI will come in with the store distros and draw down against your predetermined, your pre-assigned bulk.
I would
Just
say
remember that.
It's still, but it's still
That's
75% of
as
our
manual
business
orders.
is not.
Completely understood, yes. But the reason I'm saying that is because your manual business probably doesn't have a lot of these store distros.
It would be much simpler.
Much simpler because the EDI has a store
Like
distros.
we have ordered, we have 200 stores, so we don't have to enter those stores.
Correct.
It pulls it and
Correct.
brings it down into the system.
Your manual customers,
Yeah,
most
yeah.
of them are very limited ship tos. Alright? So in this case here, when I clicked on store number one,